Like AFT Local 1493. Good evening. Oh, press the button. Yeah. The one on the, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Hey, good evening. I'm Monica Malamud, professor of Spanish at Cañada College and also the president of AFT 1493, our district's faculty union. And I would like to thank the chancellor for always making himself available to meet with me and with other AFT union leaders. We also appreciate our communication with trustees. We have shared information and also our concerns with you, and you have listened, and we thank you for that. We know that it's the board's duty to set policy, but we feel that it's critical that you know how policies are implemented and how they affect faculty, staff, and students. So regarding the implementation of board policies, based on our experience with class cancellations and enrollment management over the summertime, it is our hope that lessons have been learned and that going forward, there will be more consistency across the district, improved transparency in procedures, and also better communication. We do have good examples of good practices in a given division or college, so why not take advantage of what we're already doing well and do it district-wide? It is our expectation that also real student needs will inform decision-making and that data will be shared with all faculty. Faculty would like to know, faculty would like to know, we would like to know that real students' needs as reflected, for example, in student surveys will be used as the basis of goal setting and decision making when it comes to, for example, course scheduling or providing student services. Now, regarding another aspect of board policy, which is also related to our gradual return to our campuses, we need to have more clarity about how, for example, how vaccination and masking requirements are being implemented and enforced. AFT has heard reports of large numbers of students not wearing masks in indoor spaces. And we would also like to know how vaccine requirement is being implemented, especially now that the exemption for emergency use of the COVID vaccine has gone away. To our knowledge, at least, there is not a system yet to record vaccination status of students. And even though in theory there is a requirement for employees to certify that they have been vaccinated or to say that they have not been vaccinated or they decline to state, we're not sure that that requirement is actually being enforced. So thank you very much.
Thank you. CSEA Chapter 33. Good evening.
Good evening. My name is Annette Perot. I'm the president of Chapter 33. Good evening, Chancellor Claire, trustees, college presidents, and guests. Just prior to the beginning of the fall semester, CSEA was able to finalize our return to work MOU that includes articles that include safety measures for our members that would make them feel more comfortable in returning to work. And our members overwhelmingly voted to ratify it. We have now started the process of negotiating the contract reopeners for the 21-22 fiscal year. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it'll be quickly. Thank you.
Thank you. AFSCME, AFL-CIO Local 829, Council 57.
Mr. President, you have Joseph Puckett
Yes.
via Zoom.
Mr. Puckett, there you are. Good evening.
Hello. Can you see me?
Yes,
Hello?
we hear you. Go right ahead. We hear you.
Okay, perfect. Good evening, board members, staff, and faculty, students, and members of the public. My name is Joseph Puckett, president of the AFSCME Local 829 chapter. Today marks a great day, the first board meeting with the school back open, and we should be so thankful for the opportunity to once again serve this beautiful community. I pride myself as a straight shooter with my members, most of whom are defined as below the poverty line here in San Mateo County, most of whom cannot afford to live and or care for their families in this county. But I find myself at an impasse. How do I convey to them how the district board really feels about them and what they provide for the district? They have all heard the praises about building improvements and cleanliness of the grounds and facilities, but it's only lip service when it comes to giving the cost of living to their dedicated employees. So I'll tell them this. Thank you for being there through the hardest times, sacrificing you and your family's health and well-being during these trying times as dedicated employees showing up in the face of the pandemic. Thank you for adapting to the moving target of safety in the workplace and getting everything ready for everyone else to come back to work. In addition, your healthcare is going to go up by 22%. And with no cost of living increase, this equates to a pay cut for you AFSCME employees. But the district board chooses to continuously use a formula that is detrimental to the employees and will keep them in poverty. I stand before you as to say that all AFSCME members deserve the cost of living increase. I beseech you board members to make the right decision and ensure that all AFSCME members receive the cost of living increase for this fiscal year. And I thank you for your time, and we look forward to a positive outcome. Have a great evening.
Thank you. Next item, statement from the public on non-agenda items. Thank you. Reset the clock, please. Yes, you are brought up. You need to unmute yourself.
Okay, you can hear me now, correct?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Lavinia Zanassi, and I am a counselor at Skyline College. I have been employed by the district for, let's put it this way, 3 decades, and I have loved every moment of my employment. I'm coming tonight as a representative of the counseling division at Skyline, but more importantly, as a representative of the district. We are all counselors of our 3 schools. We belong to the same district, and we see ourselves as a unified group. But there is right now an issue that I think needs to be brought up for discussion, and I hope for some form of resolution, in that as we get together in our discussions to prepare for coming back onto the campus, there seems to be an inconsistency of information that has been put out there for all of the counselors, specifically those of us that are working with students to help them move forward in their academic plans, in their career direction. And what I'm hoping we can work as a team is to understand that there is a necessary component that all 3 colleges work together. Many of our students attend each of our institutions. So when we have information that is not consistent, that is not accurate, it impacts the students. So if we can hopefully work together so that our 3 wonderful, competent presidents who work so hard to make each one of their institutions best, I think we all can work together to make the entire district better. And if we can please take the time to discuss amongst our leadership what are the specific expectations, the timelines, the percentages of time that we are to be on campus as we move forward. We are looking forward to get started, to meet our students face to face, but there's still so many unanswered questions. There's still many inaccuracies. And I implore the board, along with all of the other leadership involved, the chancellor and our 3 presidents, please let's work together so that we can have consistent information when students ask us and when we can answer questions with a certain amount of confidence. Because as it stands now, frankly, we get different information, different deadlines, different start dates, and it makes our job much more complicated. And in the long run, students do not reap the benefits that they deserve. So thank you very much. I hope that we will continue this discussion, that it's not just my 3 minutes and then I moved out of the line and we move on to other topics. But please, again, I don't want to sound dramatic, but it is very important for the welfare of our students and the well-being of the counselors and faculty that represent these 3 excellent institutions that I have committed the greater part of my life and certainly 90% of my professional development. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any other members of the public that would like to address us tonight?
There are not, Mr. President.
All right, thank you. We move